What's going on, guys? Dig here, ready to teach you how to do the Paradox Junction Easter egg, and yes, you can do it solo. For the solo boss fight, you're going to bring in Aftertaste, Shields Up, and Power Keg. For the co-op boss fight, you're going to bring in Near Death, Idle Eyes, and Phoenix Up. Make sure you have equivalent exchange on your Quick Revive augment if you don't already. Now, your loadout doesn't really matter because this boss fight is extremely easy. And when you start the match, I highly recommend bringing 3 Ultras or 3 Legendaries, because as soon as you spawn on the map, you're going to run over here to the right side, and you're going to shoot the free double points outside the map. Once you shoot the double points, you're going to go ahead and start crushing these 3 gobblegums that you do not care to get rid of, which will bring you up to 30,000 points. Now head to the star of the map in the backyard and pick up the keys on the ground. Now, as you are discovering the destroyed Nuketown, you'll find these yellow catalysts surrounding the entire map. What you're going to do is you're going to listen out for one with a humming sound that sounds like this. And then you're going to proceed to fill up that soul box. Once that soul box is done being filled up, it's going to drop one of the parts for the BLUNDERGAT. Now keep in mind, if you don't hear one of them making that sound, and then you're going to have to wait till you unlock Pack-a-Punch to unlock another area of Nuketown to find the one that is making that sound to get the BLUNDERGAT part. But I do highly recommend filling these up as you wait to get to the dog round, because you can get free perks and items out of them as well. Now, as you are filling up the catalyst and you're getting that BLUNDERGAT part, there is another part that you can listen out for, and it's going to be on a mannequin. Just listen out for the same sound, and once you find it, just take a mental note of which mannequin it is. Keep in mind, if you don't hear any of the mannequins making the sound, it's going to be in the area that you haven't unlocked yet, because you have to wait for a dog round. Now, with that in mind, if you go upstairs in the greenhouse to the right side, you'll find this wall with this black venom substance on it. If you hear the shiny sound, that is where another BLUNDERGAT part is going to be located as well. There's 2 other spawn locations as well to the left side of the yellow house garage wall right here, and the final last location is going to be outside of the other area that's expandable on the Nuketown over here to the right side against the wall right there. And proceed to the upstairs of the yellow house. On top of the table over here to the left side, you're going to pick up this vial. Head to the greenhouse downstairs in the kitchen and interact with a sink to fill up the vial. Now, once you finish your first dog round, you're going to be brought back to the past. Head up to the yellow house on the second floor. By the window on the bookshelf, you'll find one of the BLUNDERGAT parts. It always spawns right here. Now head to the star, that is the truck, and go ahead and interact with the truck to move the truck out of the way. Head to the back and you'll find the Pack-a-Punch. Go ahead and shoot one of the yellow orbs, take out the zombies that land on the ground, and rinse and repeat until you unlock Pack-a-Punch. Once you unlock Pack-a-Punch, you go ahead to the mannequin that you found earlier that was making that shining sound, and go ahead and place the acid on its head. Now proceed to the wall that had the black venom that was making this shiny sound as well, and throw a Simtex on it to blow it open. And once you have completed those 2 ejectors, go ahead and go into the future and go pick up the parts from those 2 individual spots. Now once you have collected all 4 of your parts for the BLUNDERGAT, go ahead and go to the truck in the center and then melee this bench open if it's not open yet. Place the parts aside and then craft your BLUNDERGAT and go ahead and pick it up. Now once the BLUNDERGAT is crafted, if you're playing with more than 1 player, you can get it out of the box now. Now once you have collected the BLUNDERGAT, go ahead and get everybody to the center and end the round. You want to keep everybody here at the center and save 1 zombie at the end of this round. Once you save the zombie, you're going to look in the behind the green and yellow and then in the cul-de-sac in front by Pack-a-Punch for a tornado zombie. Once you see this tornado zombie, get close to it and then it will spawn in. You're gonna have to lure this zombie to the red truck, whoever has the BLUNDERGAT, and take it out in front of the bench to collect its soul. One thing to keep in mind, if there are zombies near it, it's gonna suck the zombies and it's gonna slowly die out. So try to do this at the end of the round to keep the zombie away from it so it can easily survive the trip. The bench is gonna require 2 regular zombies and then 1 mimic. Once you complete this, it's gonna be fully glowing, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna go to the past, melee the bench to open the hatch, place your weapon inside, and then go to the future to pick it up, and then it will be upgraded. Make sure you do 1% at a time so you guys don't glitch out your wonder weapon. Now, once you pick up the BLUNDERGAT, go ahead and end the round to proceed to the next step of the Easter egg. Keep in mind, a lot of these Easter egg steps cannot be completed on a dog round, so if you're not able to complete a step or start something, just make sure that you end the round if it's a dog round. Now, proceed to the past and go to the swing set, shoot off the swing set, and pick it up. Go to the future and rebuild the swing set. Once you rebuild the swing set, you're going to look for an RCXD remote around the map. There are 3 locations. One is going to be on the shelf at the bottom in the yellow garage. The second location is going to be the back of the greenhouse, behind the perk over here to the right side on the ground, and the final location is going to be to the right side of Pack-a-Punch and to the right side of these sandbags right here on the ground as well. Interact with it, and then you're going to be transferred to RCXD. You're going to go ahead and follow the path to the back of the house, and you're going to jump on top of this pad right here, and then you're going to jump across to get inside the garage and go to the far right corner to blow open up this barrel. Once you open up this garage, go inside, and you're going to wait for the chalk to spawn in, and go ahead and pick up the chalk, and then go back to the swing set and place it on top of the swing set. Once you place it on the swing set, the twins will spawn in and start pushing each other, giving you dialogue. Once the dialogue is finished finish up, go to the pack-a-punch to the left side, you'll find a light. Go ahead, shoot the goggles down at the top of the light, and then go ahead and get Whisk T to activate, and then Whisk T is going to go outside of the map and bring you the goggles. It's going to drop it on the ground. Go ahead and pick up the goggles as well. Once you pick up the goggles, go ahead and get depth perception, and you're going to look for headphones. You're going to go to the future, and you're going to look for the mannequin in the back of the house of the yellow house over here to the left side inside its hand. If it's not there, you're going to go over to the gumball machine over in the middle, and it's going to be inside the trash cans over here to the left side. And then you're going to go upstairs inside the greenhouse on top of this hook right here for the third and final location for the headphones. Once you collect these parts, go ahead and go into the past, and then go to the second part of Nuketown and open up the toy chest and place them inside there. Go into the future, and then you're going to be looking for a red ball. The red ball can spawn on top of these crates over here to the right side of Pack-a-Punch. It can spawn behind you on top of the roof right here, and the final third location could be the back of the yellow house on top of the patio over here to the right side. Once you find the red ball, go ahead and shoot it and start shooting it towards the back of the greenhouse on top of the X that's going to be in the backyard. Once the X is glowing blue, go ahead and go into the pass, and then you're going to go to the backyard. Then the twins are going to spawn in, and then you're going to play Foursquare. You're going to interact with the ball, and then you're going to wait for it to bounce once, and then melee it to another square. You're going to wait for it to bounce once, and then melee it to another square. You're going to make sure their time runs out without fail, and then once you complete this, a yellow item is going to spawn in, and then you must take out the zombies with your BLUNDERGAT to fill up the soul box. You're going to follow this soul box until it completely stops, and once it stops, you're ready for the next step, the Easter egg. Now, once you have achieved this, go ahead and go to the back of the greenhouse and put turn on your weapon. You're going to wait for the piano teacher to spawn in, and then you're going to turn the piano teacher. Once you turn the piano teacher, it's going to run inside and go to the past, and then go back to the future. Once you make it back to the future, 8 piano notes are going to spawn around the map. Don't worry, you don't have to memorize these piano notes. What's going to happen is you're going to find one of these piano notes, and you're going to stare at the dot, and you're going to count how many times it flashes. The amount of times that it flashes is the number that is assigned to that piano note. Now, your entire job now is to collect all 8 of these piano notes, 1 through 8. So you're going to find the one that only flashes once, and then you're going to pick it up. You're going to find the one that flashes twice, and then you're going to pick up that one second. So on and so forth. Now, if you do pick up the incorrect one, don't worry about it. They will respawn after a little while. The first piano note is going to be located in the back side of the greenhouse on the left side of the vault. The second location is going to be located in the center against the fence that's near the double points that we picked up earlier in the beginning of the game. The third location is going to be located in the back side of the yellow house on top of the fence right here. The fourth location is going to be located on the side of the bus right here. The fifth location is going to be located to the left side against the house right here. The sixth location is going to be located behind you to the left side of Pack-a-Punch on top of the rock. The seventh location is going to be located to the right side of Pack-a-Punch against the house right here. And the eighth and final location is going to be located to the X field to the right side. Now, once you collect all 8 piano notes in the correct order, they're going to spawn on the wall. What you're going to proceed to do is go to the pass, and then you're going to interact with the piano and put in this code exactly. 8675653 5. Make sure when you are punching these notes in, make sure that when it goes gray, that it's not gray when you punch in the next note. If you do fail, you can go ahead and end the round and redo it. Now go to the future, and you're going to find an X where you moved the truck earlier for Pack-a-Punch. Go to the back side of the yellow or the greenhouse, and you're going to find floating zombies outside the map. Go ahead and take them out to spawn in souls to go to the X. Once you collect 3 souls, go ahead and go into the pass, and go back to the X, and then it's going to go into the ground. The twins are going to spawn in and create a circle around you, and then you're going to interact with the ball and let it bounce twice, sending the zombies into the air. Go ahead and take out the zombies that are floating in the air before the ball reaches the ground again. You're going to rinse and repeat this multiple times and finishing this quest. Make sure that you don't shoot the ball while you're doing this, and make sure if anybody wants to help you, they're standing inside the blue circle and they're taking out the zombies as well to help you out. And make sure that you don't shoot the red ball as well. If you do fail this, don't worry about it. Just wait a little bit, and then you can interact to start up this again. You do not need to end the round. Just wait a little bit to restart. Once you complete this challenge, a yellow object's going to spawn in. Go ahead and take out the zombies with your BLUNDERGAT to fill up the soul box. Go ahead and follow it till it stops, and then you're ready for the next step of the Easter egg. For the next step of the Easter egg, go ahead and proceed to the yellow garage. Over here to the right side, you're going to find a red toolbox. Go ahead and interact with it and pick up the seeds. Now proceed to the pass, and then go to the left side of Pack-a-Punch and place it on the ground. Fill up the soul box with the BLUNDERGAT, and once you're done, go into the future. Once you're inside the future, go ahead and throw 3 tomahawks at the tree to pick up 3 logs. Once you pick up the 3 logs, go ahead and go back to the pass, go into the yellow house and put them inside the chimney. Go ahead and purchase a Molotov and throw it at the logs to catch it on fire. Then go ahead and go into the future, and then if you head over towards Pack-a-Punch to the right side, you're going to find an X, interact with it to make it glow blue, then go back to the pass. When you go back to the area, the twins are going to spawn in and create a hopscotch. What you got to do is proceed to play hopscotch, going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way to the other side, avoiding touching the black space. And then you're going to turn around and rinse and repeat. This is not timed at all. You just got to avoid the black space. Once you accomplish this, a yellow object's going to spawn in. Go ahead and fill up the soul box with your BLUNDERGAT and follow it to the last location. Now we got one more step before we go to the boss fight, but before we do that, I'm going to teach you how to do the side Easter egg so you can get really good loot before you go to the boss fight. Go ahead ahead and proceed to the top of the greenhouse. On the floor over here, you're going to find mannequin head. Go ahead and interact with it, and it's going to start floating. You're going to follow the head, and you're going to start filling up the soul boxes as you go. Once you finish filling up the last one, you're going to get insane loot. So therefore, you can be all set for the boss fight. Now, getting geared up for the boss fight, go ahead and grab the coda off the wall buy so you can have it for your equivalent exchange, so you get revive if you get down at all, and keep your perks. Make sure you upgrade it as well so you can take out zombies so it can revive you. Make sure before you go to the boss fight that you grab all the gums that you're going to need. The main weapon you're going to be using for the boss fight, it's going to be the Wonder Weapon Pack 3. But once you're ready for the boss fight, you're going to go stand in front of the portal that's been allowing you to go from the future to the past. You're going to line up the clocks hour hand and minute hand on 00. As you transfer from the future to the past, you're going to shoot a charge shot at the hour hand and minute hand at the same time, thus spawning in an orb in the past. You're going to follow this orb to all the twin locations, and then they're going to spawn in and talk. And then when they get to the swing set, you're going to interact with it, and it's going to start the boss fight. For the first stage of the boss fight, go to the back of the greenhouse and go ahead and fill up the first catalyst. And once you're done with that one, go to the back of the yellow house and fill up that catalyst, and then go to the third location near Pack-a-Punch and fill up that catalyst. Once you defend all three locations, the last location that you're at, the twins are going to spawn in. You're going to go ahead and defend them, and then once you're done defending them, a blue orb is going to move into the next location, follow the blue orb to the next location, defend them, and then go follow the blue orb to the last third location. Once you defend them for the third time, the blue orbs are going to fly into the heart, and then you can start doing damage to the boss. Once you do enough damage, the second stage will start. The second stage is very simple. Go to the back of the house, shoot the yellow orb that's floating above the catalyst. Go ahead and take out the zombies that spawn on the ground. Once you're done with that, go to the move to the next location, rinse and repeat for all three locations. Once you're done with that, go ahead and defend the last location they're at. Follow the blue orb to the next location, defend that. Follow the blue orb to the third location, defend that, and then the blue orbs are going to fly into the heart. Go ahead and do enough damage to the boss. Go to the third stage. For the third stage, all you got to do is wait for the tornado zombie to spawn in and make sure those zombies are near it so it doesn't die out like the torture zombie for the upgrade for the BLUNDERGAT. Once the catalyst is attached to the tornado zombie, you're going to take out the tornado zombie, the soul's going to go inside of it, and you're done with that location. Proceed to rinse and repeat to the next two locations, and proceed to defend the last location that you brought the soul to, and then go ahead and follow the blue wisp to the next location, defend it, go to the next location, defend it, and then once you're done with that, the souls are going to fly into the heart, and go ahead and do the enough damage to the boss to defeat the boss. Well, I hope you guys beat the Easter egg. Thank you for watching. As always, I'll catch you guys in the next one. I've been up for 28 hours. I'll see you guys later. Peace.